A very, very long time ago, when the world was still full of magic, mountains touched the clouds and rivers sparkled under moonlight, there lived a beautiful little fairy named Luna. Luna wasn't like the other fairies. Her wings shimmered in gold and silver, and whenever she flew, tiny stars followed her trail. Flowers bloomed wherever she stepped, and birds sang whenever she smiled. But more than her beauty, it was her kind heart that made her special. Luna loved to help people, the sick, the poor, the lonely. Other fairies would warn her, "Humans don't understand our magic, Luna. Stay away from them." But Luna would just laugh softly and say, "Kindness is the greatest magic of all." Far beyond the glowing forest, in a dark cave covered with black vines, lived an evil sorceress named Morgana. Once she too had been a fairy, but jealousy had turned her heart to stone. Morgana hated Luna's light. Every night she stared into her mirror and hissed, "As long as that bright fairy lives, my darkness will never rule." One day, Morgana disguised herself as an old, weak woman and went to Luna. With a sweet, trembling voice, she said, "My dear child, I've brought you a gift. This is a magical pomegranate. Its seeds hold happiness and eternal light." Luna, innocent and trusting, smiled. "Oh, how beautiful," she whispered and reached out to touch it. The moment her fingers brushed the fruit, Morgana began to chant a dark spell. A ring of glowing mist rose around Luna. The forest wind howled, and in a flash of light, the fairy was gone. She was trapped inside the pomegranate. Morgana laughed wickedly. "Ha ha ha! Now your light belongs to me." She threw the fruit far, far away into the human world. It landed on the branch of an ancient tree. Because Luna's light was still inside it, the tree began to shine softly every night. People who saw it whispered in fear, "That tree is haunted. Whoever touches it will be cursed." But inside that glowing fruit, Luna's tiny voice still whispered, "One day, someone with a pure heart will find me." And the centuries kept passing. Many, many years later, a humble young man named Ethan was walking home under the starlit sky. He worked on his father's farm, planting seeds by day and dreaming by night. That night, he had a strange dream. A soft voice called his name. "Ethan, my light is trapped. Set me free, and your world will bloom again." When he woke up, the words echoed in his heart. He followed his dream into the forest, and there, under the glowing moon, stood the shining tree with the magical fruit. The light from the pomegranate touched his face. Ethan whispered, "This doesn't look cursed. It feels like something beautiful is inside." He reached up, plucked the glowing fruit, and suddenly heard a gentle whisper, "Please, set me free." Instead of fear, Ethan felt peace. He took his pocket knife and carefully cut the fruit open. A blinding light burst out. The wind roared, the trees sparkled, and then everything went still. Standing before him was a fairy. Her wings shimmered like sunlight on water, and her eyes glowed like emeralds. She smiled and said softly, "I am Luna, the Shimmer Fairy. You have broken my curse and set me free." Ethan stepped back in awe. "I just followed a dream," he said quietly. Luna smiled. "Sometimes dreams are messages of destiny. You listened with your heart, and that's why you found me." From that day, Luna stayed with Ethan. She healed the sick, brought rain to dry fields, and filled the village with laughter and hope. Children called her the Light Angel. Ethan's house became a place of miracles. But far away, in her dark cave, Morgana saw everything through her mirror. Her voice trembled with rage. "No, she's free? She dares to shine again?" With a furious cry, she raised her staff and summoned a storm. Black clouds swirled across the sky. Ethan held Luna's hand tightly. "It's her," he said. "She's coming for you." Luna's voice was calm. "Then we fight together, light and courage as one." The sky cracked open. Morgana appeared in a whirl of smoke. Her eyes burned red. Her laughter shook the trees. "You can't defeat darkness, little fairy." Ethan stood firm. As long as love stands beside her, darkness will fall. Morgana raised her wand, and a storm of black fire rushed toward them. But Luna spread her wings wide, and Ethan lifted his sword toward the heavens. Their powers joined, light and bravery, and exploded in a burst of white radiance. Morgana screamed, "No! Impossible!" The light consumed her shadow, and in seconds, she vanished into dust. The storm cleared. Raindrops began to fall, gentle and pure. The trees bloomed again. Ethan turned to Luna. "Your light saved us all." Luna smiled. "No, Ethan, our light did, because love and courage together make the strongest magic of all." The sky turned golden. A rainbow stretched across the horizon. And people say, when a kind heart does something brave, a soft shimmer glows in the air. That's Luna's light, still watching over the world. Moral of the story: true light lives in every kind heart. When love and courage unite, even the darkest magic fades away.